Well, good afternoon, commuters. This is Matt Malone podcast, and just thought I'd take some time here, taking a lunch break at work, and just wanted to talk about some things really quick. Real quick, don't forget August 11th. That's this Sunday coming up. Do the Logitech G challenge, and if you follow me on Twitter, I'm on Twitter at Matt Malone TV. Go to the Twitter. I posted a tweet where you can win a Logitech G Pro headset. All you have to do is just like the tweet and retweet the tweet, and you'll be eligible to win. I'll pick a random winner after Sunday's event. I'll probably do it just Monday. So I'll put a link down in the description for you guys to get registered for the Logitech G Challenge. Remember, Logitech G Challenge, you can win cash money, and if you win the ultimate prize, you win a spot on an esports team, McLaren Shadow. And I'll put the link down for the tweet so you can get a chance to win. It's brand new Logitech G Pro headset, brand new headset. It's their new line of headsets, high quality stuff. So hey, free stuff. Who doesn't like it? So you get a chance to win. Get down in there, retweet it, and like the post so you can get a chance to win it. Recently, so I want to talk about a couple of things racing related. So if you guys haven't listened to the latest iRacing podcast, Rain confirmed. Rain in iRacing confirmed. They are working on it. And I just started thinking, because if you guys have seen my streams or asked me about rain, I'm always like hating on rain. Like, I don't want rain. I don't race in the rain. What do you say? I don't work in the rain. Why would I race in the rain? He's like, yeah, it's all wet out there and slippery. You think people crash enough as it is? Just implement some rain, and we'll see what a cluster it's going to be on the racetrack now. But I say that kind of like, tongue-in-cheek kind of thing. Like, would it be cool if they had rain? Yeah, it would be cool. Would I want rain like every single race? No, of course not. But if you know iRacing, you know when they do actually implement rain, that they probably will do it correctly. They're going to do it right. It's not just going to be kind of fake. So I definitely suggest you guys listen to that podcast that they recently did when they talked about rain, and just when they talk about, let's say it's a really hot day and the tarmac's all heated up. Now there's like a degree of how much heat is built up in the road and in the sub base and underneath, and then you get a quick rain and the temperature is going to go down on track, but then it stops raining. How long does it take for that track to heat up? How long, due to the fact that the track is hot, it's going to evaporate quicker, or maybe it's in the morning, it's going to take longer for the water to evaporate off the track because it has built-in heat and all this stuff. And they were talking about it. I'm like, that's crazy that they're going that in depth, and that much attention to detail is why we love iRacing so much. So I mean, the way they talked about it, it kind of got me like excited. Like, oh yeah, a little bit of rain out there. What if the pavement's a little bit wet? And I know that rain. It's not like rain's going to be in the next build or anything. I mean, it's something that they're starting to work on, starting to explore. And I'm sure that there's so much to deal with when it comes with something like that, to implement that and to implement it correctly, and to have it very simulated way of doing it. Because to have rain, now you have to have multiple different tire compounds, different treads and stuff, and so that's probably a long ways off. But it just got me thinking about rain and iRacing and all the stuff that they're gonna have to do to get it right. And it was very interesting when they started talking about the heat of the tarmac and how much heat is actually built up in the tarmac, and how that it's going to affect it drying and the temperature and this, that, and the other thing. It's just crazy. So it got me thinking, because I had known, because I think it was when they started doing like dynamic weather, or like the weather would change, because before it just used to be super static, just like it's 75 degrees outside, the track is 100, here you go, here's your race, and there wasn't dynamic sky, the sun didn't move, there were no moving clouds, blah, 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 blah. It was just overcast, a slight breeze, whatever. It was just very static. And then they implemented the dynamic tracks, and the tracks would heat up and cool down, and the weather would kind of change, like the winds would pick up, or there would be like increasing cloud cover or whatever, So now we have that, right? And then now they're talking about rain, and it got me thinking. And I have kind of explored this idea when they first started implementing all this dynamic stuff. Is that, wouldn't it be cool, because there's a full week of iRacing for each track, right? So wouldn't it be cool if it could be non-fiction or fiction weather forecast, right? So each week they could do, it could come out like so every month. I'm bad. Malone, get it together here. I'm just so excited. This is my idea. So you would have a weather forecast, and it would come out like, every week that the tracks change, you would get a new weather forecast. And it could be either based in real time, which would be really cool. They would just take the week's forecast for the worldwide forecast, right? So it would come out a week as the tracks change. So let's say it's summer here in the States, it's really hot. So if you race at Road America, it's going to be hot. Maybe there's a chance of rain like on Thursday. So if, let's say, you'd be like, okay, I'm doing a race on Thursday, I checked the weather, it looks like there could be a little low front coming in, may produce some unstable winds, and maybe we'll get a little bit of rain on that Thursday or something. But it'd be worldwide. So then if you're racing in like Australia, it would be that actual weather for Australia. Now I could see them doing like, I don't know which one would be easier, to do an actual weather forecast, because they could just steal it off like the national weather forecasting thing. Like a day before the tracks change, you look at the week ahead worldwide, and then you'd have a map with all your tracks plotted on it, and you'd get the weather forecast for each track location, and then you would implement that somehow. So then as you're racing throughout the week, right, you can actually check the forecast and be like, well, I'm thinking about, and the only free time I got this week is on a Friday. Let's check the forecast on a Friday. Then when you go race at like a GT3 race or something, it would have that weather, like, it wouldn't be like super real time. This would just be like the 7-day forecast. Be like, well, there's a 50% chance of rain today, and maybe each server would be like hit or miss, kind of 50-50 chance it would rain. It's just, it would create the conditions would be ripe for a 50% chance of rain, and then just kind of let the computer do its thing after that. Maybe one race it does, and then you do another race, maybe it doesn't, or there's a, I just thought it'd be cool to do like a weather forecast. They're just temperatures, really. So let's say, GT3's at Road America, and you look at the weather forecast and be like, well, it's going to be in the mid-80s throughout the week with little chance of rain. Okay, so when you actually do your race, there's, little chance of rain, and it's in the mid-80s. And with the winds coming out of the proper location and everything, it would be really cool for people that can only race maybe a couple times a week, and they like look at the forecast and be like, okay, well, Wednesday's my race day. Let's see what kind of weather we got going on. Be like, there's a hurricane coming in. Well, maybe I'll take this week off, but get as realistic as possible. I think that would be really, really cool. And then they could even get crazy with it and get one of the guys from iRacing to do like stand in front of a green screen or something and do like, well, be like, for our, just do like the big races, or be like, oh, for that 3-hour endurance ILMS race, we got a high pressure system coming into the area. Look for some afternoon showers with a high of 82 degrees. Yeah, winds coming out of the north at 45 miles an hour. It's a guster. Chance of tornado? No. So it just got me, I was thinking, it made me think of the weather forecast, which I had thought of a long time ago when they first started out with this dynamic stuff. But it would be really, really, really cool. They could have some fun with it too, but really just a basic, it would obviously have to be like track specific. So whatever tracks that they have for all the series that week, you just kind of plug in the 7-day forecast for it, so you can kind of double check. And that way, I mean, I don't know really how they do it now, but because it seems like if I do a GT3 race on a Tuesday, it's pretty much the same as if I do a GT3 race on a Friday. I mean, there's really no difference. I don't know. I kind of actually forget how they do any of that. But you know what I'm saying? To have like a dynamic, you would have like a full-on week forecast to look into. So just thought I'd think. Tell me what you think down below about something like that. I think it'd be kind of cool to look forward to something. Or maybe you got, but let's say there's another like 24-hour race at Spa, and the weather report comes out, and you're looking at the end of it for the weekend. You're like, oh, it's going to be a wet one at Spa. Be like, instead of just like, because like right now it reminds me of the day-night transitions. Like, maybe if for a particular series like IMSA, like every IMSA race you start, it starts at, whatever, it'd be like 7 p.m. Be like, oh, look at our day-night transition stuff. Every race starts at 7 p.m., so it kind of starts at dusk, and then by the end of the race, it's nighttime. And it's like, but every single race you do throughout that entire week is the same. That's just day-night stuff. That's time of day. I mean, I thought it'd be kind of cool to do whatever time or day, local time for that track is what it is, but that's not really fair because some people can only race at certain times, so it'd either always be nighttime or always be daytime. So I kind of get it for that. But the weather is different every week, every day, in all different locations. I mean, you might, if you're just going to make the weather like arbitrary, you might as well just base it on the 7-day forecast in real life. I mean, if you want to get all simulated about it, right? Have the simulated weather for that location at that time. And they don't have to get crazy. Like, so just for all of Wednesday races at Road America is going to be, 80s with 10% chance of rain. Okay, boom. It's not like every single race that going off every 2 hours is going to be different weather. It's just like kind of basic. So if you were actually at Road America on that Wednesday, it'd be about the same because it's based on a 7-day forecast at the beginning of the week. So just thought I'd throw it out there. It's cool to think about. And it sparked it. That idea was sparked up again after they were talking about that rain. Rain coming to iRacing, confirmed. When will it be out? I think the new damage model will be out before the rain is implemented into iRacing. I would say that for sure. Because they're way farther along on the damage model than they would be. I think the rain thing is just kind of like just starting. Yeah, really cool podcast. I'll link it down below, so check it out. Also, this will be kind of quick. It's been 13 minutes. All right. Also, I was just watching Sean Cole and Derek Spear was on there, and they were talking about VR, and everyone, hey Malone, hey Malone, have you ever tried VR? And I was like, well, yeah. Yes, I have. It was like 10 minutes. I did. This was at the iRace for Life event that went down in Texas, like, oh gosh, it's probably been 4 years already. And so I don't even know what headset I had tried on. I don't know, but somebody had it there, and I tried it on. I remember it very vividly, like this is a memory. And I was at Phillip Island in the Formula Renault, the only Formula Renault at the time. I guess the 2.0, right? Yeah. And I just remember I did a couple laps, and then I remember stopping after turn 1, and I just remember like looking out, and you can like lean over. You can like lean over, look on the side of your car, look in the back, see your spoiler. And I just couldn't believe it. Like it felt like I was actually there at Phillip Island in a vehicle. And this is probably one of the early versions of these VR headset things. And just hearing like Derek and Sean talk about it and their experiences with it. Derek shares a story about he was playing ASETEK Corsa at Imola, and he'd come around a corner and the sun was in his eye, and he went to go like raise his hand up to like, to like block the sun, but he's in VR, So it doesn't work. And he just said he just pulled over and started laughing because you get so immersed. And and I was thinking, it got me thinking, like, man, like, I know I'm a streamer and stuff, but like, I know VR wouldn't be great for the stream and everything, but I know Jimmy uses it for like making like a one-off race like video, like an actual YouTube video, and he'll do like a race in VR, and that seems to work. If anybody's gonna make something like that work, it's gonna be Jimmy. He does a really good job with something like that. But I just thought for like personal, just selfishness from my part is that, like, what's stopping me from getting a VR and trying it out and having some fun and really getting fully immersed in the stuff like that. And then I was thinking, well, I don't know anything about VR. All I know is that there always seems like somebody's coming out with a new one, and there's a screen door effect and it doesn't run great, but they keep getting better and better. So I guess I'm asking you guys, is VR, as somebody that is looking into VR, is it a good time to get a VR headset right now? Should I wait a little bit longer? I mean, I'm not like looking to buy one like today or anything, or tomorrow, or even next week. It just sparked my curiosity listening to them talk about it, and then remembering my past one experience doing it, and how I could implement it into content creation or just my own benefit, just do some races by myself. So that got me thinking. And like I said, I don't really know anything about it. I'm not gonna like totally switch over the stream to a VR stream. Obviously, I'm just saying as an extra thing, because it feels like I'm kind of missing out on like this whole immersion level. I mean, we talk about immersion a lot, and I'm into immersion. Like, I got the triple screens. I got them really close to me, pretty dang close to me. Like, sometimes when I'm driving and I'm racing, like, I almost forget like it's a simulator. Like, I feel like I'm really in it, which is great. And I can only imagine VR going on a whole nother level. It is freaking hot in here. Hey, I got that crank windshield, bro. Whew. So I turned the vehicle off, and so there wouldn't be any noise. But open it up, get a little breeze going here. Oh, darling, it's hot. It's a hot August day, I tell you what. Yeah, and I am a sweater, so I put a VR on. I'd probably only do like one race, a quick little 20-minute race or something. But I'm interested, is it a good time to wait for VR? It seems like VR is something right now that it's just always getting better, and it's getting better too fast to where you buy a VR headset, and then like 3 months later you're like, you should have waited, because they just came out with this way more epic VR headset that's 10 times better than what you just bought, and it's half the price, all this stuff. So I don't want to get like screwed out of the deal, but I'm on the side of waiting longer before getting something, because I know the resolution, from what I hear, the resolution isn't quite there, and they don't really utilize your hardware very well. So we'll see. I'm just starting the conversation, starting to think about it. So let me know down below. Is VR something, is right now a good time to get into VR, and what kind of headsets are we looking at, so I can Google them and review some, or look at some reviews of some stuff. So anyway, I guess that's really about it. A little short little video for you guys. Take a look at the old videos. I got 3 race videos up. Let me get rid of all the racing stuff out of the way first, and then I'll talk about trees. Okay, so the charity race, I'm calling it, this is for Samantha's marathon charity race, I'm calling it the Race for Clean Water. The Race for Clean Water, September 21st. That's next month, the 21st. Road America, featuring the P1 class and the GTE class. This is like official. I'm going with it. I know I teased about it earlier. This one, I'm already in the middle of making a graphic, a race pamphlet graphic thing. So I mean, that's set in stone. You know what I'm saying? Once you Photoshop something, it's declared. So yeah, the Race for Clean Water. Saturday. It's going to be Saturday, September 21st. I'm thinking about a 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. The server will open around 10 a.m. Be a little bit of practice just to get going. Well, maybe, yeah, because practice and qualifying may take a little bit. But I'll probably just do it just like iRacing. Maybe like 10 minutes of warm-up, quick 8 minutes of quali, and then boom, get right into the race. It's going to be about 2 hours. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a GTC, I may have to shorten it up to like an hour and 45 minutes just because when I do the full course caution in the exact middle of the race, that people can make it to that on a full tank. Because I don't know about the P1 cars. I think the P1 cars have a little bit less fuel. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But it'd be about an hour, 45 minutes, about a 2-hour race with a full course caution in the middle, regardless, right? I'll give you one free reset, 2 free resets on your car. It's just for fun. It's just all about trying to push Samantha's donation goal over the top and stuff like that. So that's going to be great. So my boss is calling me right now. I'll let it go. I'm almost done. I'll call him back. Anyway, so there's that. Now, yesterday, I was going to stream yesterday, but I didn't because me and Samantha went and we bought some trees. You like trees, huh? These things are humongous. They're big trees. We got the triple play. 3 trees for pretty much the price of like 1.5 trees. My dad recently bought a decently sized tree, and it cost him an arm and a leg. And we got about 3 trees for just a little bit more than what he paid for because our backyard is complete empty canvas. Nothing. Complete empty canvas. No trees. We got a little berm with a little bush tree thing, but that's about it. So yeah, so me and her picked out one of our own trees, and then we had to agree on one of the trees. So I don't even know what they're called. Some maples. There's a maple in there. So yeah, so I'm excited about that. It's about 2 to 4 weeks for delivery. 2 to 4 weeks they'll deliver the tree and plant it right in wherever the heck you wanted to plant it. I'm going to have them plant it right in the middle of my driveway. Oh wait, that's probably not smart. No, so I'm actually excited. As a homeowner, now I'm a homeowner, going on over a year now, I'm a homeowner. So that's pretty exciting to get some trees in the backyard, get some shade. And in about 20 years, we'll be able to enjoy them. So, no, these are actually, like, pretty good. They're at least 3 inches. Probably, I think one of them was at least 4 inches. And they're probably 16, 15, 18 feet tall already. Yeah, and they're pruned perfect. Oh, it's just a beautiful thing, guys. So get yourself some trees if you want some shade. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Check the links down below. And don't forget about the Logitech G challenge and that tweet. Retweet it and like it, and then you get a chance to win those headphones. So, yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, all that crap. I stream live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Matt Malone. So check it out, guys. Have a great day. Be safe. If I don't see you this weekend, have a great weekend. And we'll talk to you next time. Goodbye.